Oi mate, that's not a knife. That's a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. What's going on, you guys? Thank you for clicking on today's video. I'm pretty excited about this one, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I've wanted one of these for a long time and finally found one on eBay. I'm talking about the officially licensed Indiana Jones Khyber Bowie knives. So first impressions, these things are gorgeous. And it's kind of funny, I actually used to be a little bit of a hater of these because I'm such a Temple of Doom nut that I was annoyed that they were marketing an official Indiana Jones like machete type sword, but it's not accurate to what we see in Temple of Doom. Although a lot of collectors and cosplayers will use these as their Temple of Doom, like bridge cutting machete swords. But I'm in love with these, and the more I've learned about them, the more I've wanted one. And earlier this year when I was at Alex's house, he had one of these on his wall and I knew I had to have one. But even though you can usually find these on eBay, they go for a couple $100. So, you know, it's tough to justify that, especially for, you know, just decoration. But with this one, I found it on eBay for under $100, which is pretty amazing for what it is. But it's because this one's definitely seen some wear. The scabbard actually, you know, has evidence of being, you know, wet at some point. I'll get into the history of these in a little bit, but I'm not sure if this one's from 1989 or the 1997 run, but this is the sword or Bowie knife. You can see it's got the Indiana Jones signature there. And then it says Indiana Jones, it's got the logo. And then this is my favorite part, is the handle. The handle of this thing is so ornate and so beautiful. It's got a snake, like a cobra, wrapped around what looks like a temple or some kind of pillar, and then the eagle. It's just so beautiful. And what I love about this is it's completely unique. It's an original piece. It's not in any of the Indiana Jones movies, but is so in the spirit of Indiana Jones and so, you know, like on brand or whatever. It looks like something that would belong in an Indiana Jones movie, or maybe even be the MacGuffin, like the sword of awesomeness. So I'm stoked to have this. I definitely, you know, I want to take some fun, you know, really nice cosplay photos with this. Not just, you know, Temple of Doom, but I just feel like it's a good overall Indiana Jones sword machete knife. You don't have to be a Temple of Doom cosplayer to have an Indiana Jones sword. Again, because it's just so cool and so indie. You know, this looks like maybe if there was a movie based around the Temple of Forbidden Eye ride, you know, Indy's hacking through, you know, bushes or something to get to the temple with this. So beautiful. So let's learn a little bit more about how these came to be. So what is a Khyber knife? The Khyber knife, or peshkebiz, originated in Persia and is believed to have been created sometime in the 17th century as a thrusting weapon to overcome the mail armor worn by both mounted and foot soldiers of the day, and became widespread in Central Asia and the Indian subcontinent during the Mughal period. During their period of colonial rule in India, the British frequently referred to all Afghan blades of this pattern collectively as Afghan knives or Khyber knives, after the Khyber Pass that marked the transition from British India to the nation of Afghanistan. United Cutlery combined elements of Khyber knives, Bowie knives, and likely the Temple of Doom sword to create this unique and beautiful Indiana Jones sword, first released in 1989 and then re-released in 1997. So there wasn't a lot of information from the eBay seller on when they got this, how long they had it. So it's safe to assume, though, because it's fairly beat up, that this is an older sword. Either that or it lived a rough life. Either way, when I got it, I took the liberty to clean it a little bit. For the scabbard, I used some Armor All leather wipes. Not a sponsor, but a great thing to have if you have bullwhips or a lot of leather for your jackets and stuff. So I cleaned it off with a little bit of that, and then hit it with Picard's leather dressing, just to kind of give it a little hydration and flexibility, because it's a cool scabbard and I don't want it cracking over time. And then for the blade, I used some Renaissance micro something wax polish, just kind of buff it up a little bit, give it some new life. If I really want to, I can get a rotary tool with a polishing attachment and polish it up. But to be honest, I kind of like the aged weathered look. I think it's very fitting for the Indiana Jones sword. But if you have something similar, these are things you can use to make it look a little bit newer and give it a little bit more longevity. So to wrap this video up, I am in love with my Indiana Jones Khyber Bowie knife. If you're a collector and you have the opportunity to pick one of these up, I highly recommend it. They're very cool. And I'm looking forward to doing a photo shoot with this and just having it as a cool piece of kit to hang on the wall or take with me on all my treasure hunting adventures. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. And until then, I'll see you later.